Smoke from Crush, it was just put up. Not sure where it's going to land just yet. Looks like it's all the way back towards Banana. Good refrag. Is not going to be able to get the kill on Tony. Now this reset is looking ever more difficult. Ye taking a shot from steals the deal. And JR weapon, not going to be able to save it. 12 to 10. CompLexity, a very important round there. I mean, if they'd waited 5 or 10 more seconds, that would have got really bad.
That would have been really ugly. That retake would have been much more quick after the bomb was being planted, and they might not have been set up properly. As it was, that time they played it perfectly. No one did any over-peeking, no one peeking into it. You're at a disadvantage, allowing Shazam with the op to cover one spot of the map, and the rest of you three just set up a crossfire on contact. Even blind, Vega couldn't get through that setup. 12 to 10. This buy and probably one more for CompLexity to burn through. Vega is broken. He's now a little bit better. JR getting aggressive. Smoke. He knows. Almost paid for with his life.
Chasing him all the way back though. Exchanging some shots to the wall on that side, but not really having much of an impact. Only one round of CompLexity. They sort of have an obligation to themselves to keep it up. If they lose now, Vega are going to be back at 12-12 and maybe even more.
Boost up over that half. We saw this net them a kill. That deep smoke would tell CompLexity that there could be a delayed push, delayed banana take from this defense just to clear things out. Waiting for the flashbang. JR's pretty fortunate that came through. Shazam might have just had his number holding the angle. 50 seconds left on the clock, and outside of the early damage on the JR with the nades, no one's made any moves. CompLexity, plenty of smoke, not a lot of flashbang. So yeah, this B bomb site is really all they have. But Vega's going to start reading this. This is about three or four times on this half that CompLexity have just fallen back to the B bomb site for a hit. So it's going to be a really tough defense. There's no Molotovs to flush anyone out of position.
I mean, Android, he's just put up smoke on the other side now, flashbang to follow. He's actually going to be, Crush is sticking around. He needed to draw Crush away, and that's not really possible. He's going to run. He's going to have no more shots. What a grotesque opening. Speed defense in a matter of seconds. We need to see that from an aerial point of view, Moses. Where's the drone to capture some of these shots?
I don't even know if that run boost actually worked. I think it was just stellar shots coming in, and Balcony just at the perfect time after the execute comes in as well. They want all the weapons. Look at Def. He's actually already rotating out of T-ramp, and he spots out the location of Hutchie. He's going to try and stand his ground, but yeah, that is astonishing. Vega, 3 players there. They read it. CompLexity been telegraphing. Shazam doesn't even get a kill with that AWP. All the rifles, all the duels, and Hutchie still living. This would be they can take this away. Sanazal is going to find him at the end. Well played from CompLexity now. 2 in a row.
Yeah, incredibly well done. 13 to 10. They still have money in the bank on the Vegas side. It tells you something about how much they had built up during that win streak that they had. What was that, like 6 rounds in a row at the beginning of this half? So,
and never losing more than 1 player, except until until the very end. That was pretty nasty.
Job well done. And I think, are we sorting out a tech issue? I think it seems like it.
It looks like. People are just kind of running around. Yeah, that's a tech issue if I've ever seen one, Anders.
Yeah. It's not, we were lacking one, weren't we?
It has been a while. I don't think it's actually they might just have asked for just a restart of the round.
Ah, that could be.
It could be nothing.
It could be nothing at all. So, yeah, that was I don't know if you can expect to get that kind of opening all the time. I feel like we've got 3 people already at B for the defense. Usually that works out pretty well for the CT side, so.
Yeah, usually you at least get something, right? They didn't get any kills on it. The only kills were those exit frags at the very end. I mean, they didn't even, there was no holding off. JR, obviously, we were in his POV, missed two shots that you expect him to hit.
Yeah. But you see the pressure on him as well when they make it around the corner the first time, he misses the first shot. It's just, when he re-peaks, they're in trouble.
Yeah, it really does. Just a slight audio issue is an audio bug inside the game, so we're just going to get that round reset when that gets straightened out, and then we'll be ready to go. So no worries.
Don't want any audio issues. It's, after all, a core part of the game, isn't it? Can't really live without it.
One of the things that makes the game phenomenal
is
the audio. unless you're on nuke.
Unless you're on nuke, yeah. Then it can get really confusing.
Then you're hearing ghosts.
There are so many different versions of audio to play with now as well.
Yep.
Well, I can't remember what the short version of it is, but
Do you remember what the long version is?
no, the new audio.
So you're not a big help here, are you?
No, not at all. I'm just saying there are different. I haven't truly. I feel like the first time I put it on, it felt awful.
Yeah.
But then everyone I knew on the internet said, just keep playing with it, and you'll realize it's better.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's true or not.
You haven't really had time?
No, not really.
I played a lot of Counter-Strike on my break.
Yeah.
Which was cool. It was the first time in a long time that I've done that. I played the day of matchmaking with Mo and Stewie. And then Sean Garrett and I were putting together some pug teams. We won everything, Anders.
Everything?
Everything.
That sounds amazing. Was there anything on the line, or was it just...
Pride.
Just the pride?
Just the pride. The best prize of all.
Yeah, well, I envy you, Moses. I don't have that kind of time.
I think you do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see about it. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Well, bot Tony Black has been kicked for Tony Black, so we're making progress.
That is absolutely good news.
One of these teams going to the Legends stage. If you're just tuning in, this is a 2-1 matchup. I think this is surprising a lot of people from the Counter-Strike community that these two teams at the moment are fighting for that spot. But it is cool to see. Vega has been really impressive. CompLexity has been quietly impressive. Like Vega's been like flashy impressive.
Yeah, I think they play really great Counter-Strike Vega. I'm happy to see them play. At CompLexity, I had almost no expectations of going into this tournament. I really didn't. So to see them now just one map away is kind of cool.
3 rounds away.
Yeah, 3 rounds away even.
They had a very intense. I know a lot of talk has been done about the Team Liquid, the boot camp that they've had. They skipped Zotac Masters, which they invited to. They just skipped DreamHack Stockholm,
yeah,
which I believe they were invited to as well, just so they could boot camp and prepare for this major. CompLexity wasn't invited to either of those events, but they did spend 10 days boot camping in Berlin.
You said that. A wonderful city to boot camp in.
Is it?
Yeah, if you've never been there, Berlin is a really cool city.
I've never been to those cities, like Berlin and Munich. I've never been outside of the country.
Definitely worth it. I've only been there once, but that was when Germany beat Brazil 7-1 in football.
Oh, I've heard this story. This is a good story, yeah. You don't have to tell the whole thing. I just find it fun.
Yeah. Should I? Should I not? What are you saying?
It's up to you. It's your story, man.
We made I think I haven't told before, but we made a predetermined commitment to do a shot on the beer every time a goal was scored. And I think that game had 5 goals in about 25 minutes.
So you have 5 beers, 5 shots.
Yes.
How'd that go?
It went fine. It was fine for the first 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And then also because I don't really watch football normally, but you know, I think we took some more shots in between just because we didn't obviously assume there's going to be 8 goals in one match. Like, games, you're like, this is fine. And we were hanging out with Germans at the time, and they were also getting very excited. I've never seen anything like it. We got outside the restaurant. You know, people were driving around like you see in movies. They were hanging out the windows of the cars, fireworks going over. It was madness.
Yeah, I was in Brazil for the World Cup this year. I was in Sao Paulo, and we were in Belo Horizonte first, and then Sao Paulo. So Belo Horizonte had one of the first games in Brazil, and when we're on the way to the venue to cast the Counter-Strike and do the tournament, just street venues, vendors and people just lining the streets, just like we're getting ready for a party. Got to Sao Paulo, game was like super early. I woke up to just explosions and fireworks everywhere, and it was madness. It was amazing environment to be in. That was a lot of fun. So thank you for that, Brazil. That's a memory I'll keep forever. 13-10 in the favor of CompLexity, as all the issues have been fixed. Here we go.
Yes, indeed. Vega were doing a really great comeback. They won 6 rounds in a row, but now they've lost 2. Let's do something to wake up maybe a little more. See how it goes. The winner goes to the judging stage. And I think either one of these teams, some of these players that haven't been there before, probably would be career making to be able to do that.
I mean, think of the Vega story. They first got. I mean, obviously we know of them for their upset over NIP back at E-League Atlanta to knock NIP out of the major.
Yeah.
Very, very early. Beyond that last major, they had that upset against FaZe, and they went 2-2, and they didn't end up making the major. But they were a very fun and very exciting team to watch from this region. Longest standing roster in Counter-Strike at the time. As of Boston this year, and Mir was taken immediately after that. So the long-standing roster was broken up. They've had to bring in new players for the first time in years. and on the verge of making a major.
I've got to say, they're not doing badly, their replacements, are they?
No, they're really not. They found some good ones. CompLexity has really set up some success at this B bomb site. We've seen Vega start to cheat over and kind of read these plays early. So they have in store now smoke towards library, smoke towards arches. That would suggest they want to wrap onto the bomb site, and indeed they will. 2 players in pit. They've got to be careful how they attack this.
Pit player, that's a great headshot for Chopper. That opens up so much space. Hutch, quick double, and flash. That whole push is just. Once he gets the problem is obviously if the pit player has to stand up to try and fight and he gets his face blown off, then Chopper is just in a lot of trouble, right? But it happens the other way around, and that's a great way to shut it down.
This is also kind of what occurs. Remember, this is a an offensive side that's it's not fully fleshed out just yet. You can see they're playing with a little bit of nerves, it feels, or maybe just not the greatest T side in that CompLexity's not really like challenging a whole lot. They're not just getting information before they make a call, right? This is kind of like two very passive sides on this map, which we're not going to see very often when we get to the next stage. They're not really finding out what defense they're going up against, and you kind of call something blind, and you're just kind of playing a chess match based off what's worked in the previous rounds, rather than kind of playing what's on the field at that moment.
Yeah, and you see how it can backfire in that, because that double pit play is very hard to get rid of. There used to be some really cool strats. I haven't seen them for a long time, but where you actually kind of you were fine with a double pit setup, because what you would do is you would actually use 2 of your own smokes to block off all of the pit, and then you would just plant the bomb even if they were there, because they just, you would obviously watch it in case they came through. But I kind of like those strats for a long time.
Still some time in this game to get Andrew's favorite strategy out.
Yeah,
the Hall's waterfall. It's gonna be a double pit again. This is essentially the same setup. Chopper's on top of the balcony for the moment. CompLexity running out of utility. Tony Black is still challenging, and JR on the rotation. Shazam is watching for a peek on that side of the mid node. So how aggressive? Ooh, the double nade towards Hutchie. It's over at Pope. It's not gonna work. Def. That's the smoke that would indicate they want to wrap up. Almost gets his chest taken off. Chopper and Crush. We've seen them do that a number of times. Peek out lane in towards top mid, and now B bomb site is under attack.
Yeah, smoke to try and see if they can maybe stack and push a little bit. See if they can make that one work. No, they're going to be able to, and the bomb will something great shot from EA, double with the AWP. This is turned around on Vega very quickly, and that's a big problem. They need to win this round. They've done everything right up until the last couple of seconds here. Android to get the winning frag and taking down Hudgy and Crush. He's in the middle of nowhere, and he's going to go down to Ye. What a turnaround, a quad kill from Ye. He was looking a little bit nervous earlier in the game, but that's big.
Yeah, that's so outstanding. Another round where you just kind of scratch that. Not sure how CompLexity won it, but they're given a small mistake here. A missed shot. I guess JR got there late, didn't really know how close they were, and then obviously Tony Black is burning. There's not a whole lot he can do. Ye has a great angle with that AWP to pick players off as they cross in. CompLexity recovering in some very tense rounds. Probably should not be theirs, but you're going to take those any day of the week.
Wow. That looked like such an unwinnable round. You actually retreat from top mid, and as you're retreating, not even getting anything out of it, you just lose 2 players.
Yep. And
then you walk into a B bomb side that is, like, they know it's coming, right?
Yeah.
And it still works out. That's a pretty impressive turnaround, and the damage to Vega here is palpable. You can just see they've got nothing left, really.
I mean, it's painful probably on an emotional level as we sit through this time up, but also when we get into the game, the money. This is going to be the last... I mean, you have to make a tough call for Vega. And I think Hutchie's already bought, so maybe it's already been made for him just by the fact.
He made the call.
Yeah. In-game leader's not going to be too happy about that one. Snap by from Hutchie, and you just into the situation now. Crushed is barely going to be able to get an M4 with only a flashbang, essentially. And then Chopper, Tony Black, and JR are just going to have to fight with whatever they can.
Yeah. This is a little bit rough. Again, nobody's going home from this game. I guess that's the upside. But if you get to go straight into the Legend stage here, you're always playing that best of 3. And who knows what can happen there. There are some pretty good teams already that are going to be competing at that stage. So
yeah,
you want to be really, really careful about that. especially when if your team, we don't know what CompLexity is going to be like in a best of 3 scenario either.
No, we don't. It's the map pool that we're going to have to figure out with them if we ever get to that. Well, I mean, if they ever get there, they might avoid the best of 3s here. If they get to legend stage, you know, they can either avoid them or get knocked out before they begin. So it might be a while before we have to work with that. 14 to 11, and once again, CompLexity and the drivers. Remember, this was an 11-0 run for them in the first half to end things 11-4. They had a 3-on-1 in the pistol round that they botched. They allowed Chopper to just take them one by one and lose the round. Actually struggle and fight, whereas if they'd won that pistol, it could have been smooth sailing to the legend stage.
It definitely could have been there already, but it doesn't work out that way. With a bit of luck, Moses, we could even see
overtime.
We love it. I think we've had someone tweeted me. We had like 16 overtime so far.
That is so massive.
Out of control, isn't it? We haven't been able to that long.
Even we just haven't had blowouts at all. Like we've had a couple, but in the grand scheme of things, we've had either just very close games as well. Maybe they saw something on the radar, but either way, Tony Black is not going to like that position after all those bullets rain through the smoke. Crush is on the rotation. Android lurking in alt mid. Someone's going to have to get the bomb. Another smoke comes out, but again, it's silence across the map while these smokes are in that choke point.
They go for the boost. Remember, they don't have the greatest of weaponry to try and hold on to this with, but the other 2 people on the A-bomb side are so far away that this 3-man stack has to work out. Smoke goes up at 30 seconds. That's really great smoke timing for Vega. It's hard to hold that long. Crush, though, he has to maybe it failed because I think that was with his position. They're going to be falling all the way back instead, so a really big being pulled out. Molotov was going to get the kill. Haji doing that one. Headshot. That's Shazam finally closing. There's still a player in pit. They're going to plant with 4 seconds left and they can't make it through. And they will get the plant with a headshot. 2-on-3 now. He's going to get the one, and Tony Black actually following it up. Good double headshot there with the FAMAS. And Vega, that's a very hard one to make work when there's that little time left.
Especially because Vega had 3 players at the B bomb site already. Like that fake, there's no reason for anyone in the pit to move. And this double pit has really crushed CompLexity every time they've gone to the A bomb site, whether it's attacking through lane, whether it's throwing a fake, whether it's trying to wrap around the bomb site. Double pit has just destroyed them. You have to find some way to overcome that, especially as that clock is winding down. Vega Squadron still surviving, still staying in this, and it's now CompLexity having the money issues. That seemed like a very, very late call to make that fake happen, just because Android's lurking around that whole time, and if he just clears out halls, and maybe he's the second attacker and he comes from balcony. Think of how much that could help.
Yeah, that would I mean, for one thing, the 2 pit players at least would have to
manage 2 different angles.
Yeah, they have to move the crosshair a little bit differently, right? You could see they were very focused on that one position. So, 14-12. Moving into round number 27 here, CompLexity with a 2-round lead. But as you said, the money not looking good. Maybe the pistols can make a difference, but yeah, I feel a little bit worried. Good chance for Vega to make it back in the game. After all, all the time it feels like Vega are about to get completely wrecked in this game, but then they just managed to keep it alive.
CompLexity's won a couple weird ones. Crush is rotating over. This might be a faster paced round as there's just pistols and only 2 flashbangs. Actually, Crush is going to get here in time. That smoke might pin him in place in library. Jay coming through the smoke, shots right out. Oh, he's reloading. Hopefully Hutchie's there. They're able to close it down very quickly. They have control of pit, and there's a rifle picked up. Chopper's going to hide.
No bomb plant picking up the bomb. In the end, the $800 bonus not going to go their way. And now Android, he's got plenty of time to take this fight, but
it's got a smoke as well, actually.
It'd be very hard to win a 1 versus 3 from the pit like this. They're all waiting for the whole firing squad on the other side. Crush will take him down. He's been pretty solid this whole game. So 14-13 now, and Vega closing the gap, and they have the money to buy regardless, CompLexity. So I guess that's good news.
Yes, they were going to buy no matter what happened in that round. 5 AKs on the board. Shazam's done pretty decent with the AWP on this T side. Not always opening things up, but definitely when they find some space for him to work with, he's been great. Not going to have that weapon to use, and again, the tough part is full utility for Vega. All that economic pressure has disappeared. Kits as well. It's the Vega side. Let's see, CompLexity looks like they want to be a little bit more faster paced. This might be a contact play up mid. This could be cool. Hutchie's pushing in towards halls. Be careful, he's not really forward. They're gonna push up late. These guys taking out for Vega. Both defenders dead. Finally, CompLexity pick up the pace. And it's a knockout punch.
Yeah, that was beautiful timing. You could just see how little information they had up in the hallways. They did not think that was happening on the other side of the wall, and Vega can't even dream of retaking it. They just know they're so far away. To get to round number 15, that's a great call coming out here from the T side.
That is beautiful. I wonder if they had scouted something and saw that maybe that was a double push in halls from Vega. Because, I mean, you're throwing caution to the wind when you do that. Like, if you're trying to cut off one player.
Well, I mean, think of how often they've run into double pit. If that was double pit and they run in like that, they just get shut down. So, hard to say. That would be a worthwhile question asking later on. What was happening in round number 28? How did you...
We'll pull them aside at some point and figure it out. One round away, CompLexity. They've got two chances to make the legend stage of the major.
You know what, Moses? I'm betting overtime here. I feel it coming.
You can feel it coming?
Yeah.
Oh, this would be great to have one of the classic Counter-Strike organizations back in the major. It's been so long. Remember, like the Cloud9 core. Those guys were once CompLexity. The Hikos, the Shangers, the Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels right, doesn't it? If they can make it. It feels like it's all about that. I agree. And certainly thinking that there was going to be a second Molotov, but it isn't coming. So he's going to get to save his smoke. $300.
Flashbangs raining as they want control of banana. Oh, this is going to be a counter flash. Three players blind. He's got to fight once more. It's gone. So isolated, but the flashes are so good. Oh, bomb say, what a fight for this portion of the map. And JR's just got to give it up. He did all he could, throwing everything he can. A 3-on-3.
That is so close at top banana. I can't believe that it was just traded like that. How does it end up 3-on-3? When he goes to hide at the sandbags, I almost lost my mind. That seemed like such a big risk, but
I don't think he would have done it if he didn't have two teammates there.
Yeah, probably right.
That's premeditated, right? The second guy comes up, JR with the op still just bombs his utility over the wall as well to help out.
That's a crazy fight, especially in this round. Now they're starting to set this one up, and a lot of trouble on the side for Haji. He needs Chopper to get in there and help him. He's deep on the bomb site, so it's going to take a little bit of time to find him, but once they're out on the balcony, he can't really re-peek it any longer. He has to stay here for the check the corner, and he gets a big double kill, bringing it a bit closer now. Shot here. The spray does connect, but only 16 seconds to the fight. Haji takes him down. Not bad at all. 29 kills on him. 15-14, and CompLexity. Money on 3 of them, but still.
This was beautiful, this sequence. What a firefight to have in such an important portion of the map, and just all the flashbangs. How do you manage it? Well done. Brilliant double kill. You can see Sanazal, they've been just beat up by that double pit so frequently. He's clearing to the right, and Hachi's just able to chill all alone. That 3-on-3 usually favors the T side. You can see how thin the defense gets spread. One more chance for CompLexity to avoid overtime. They've got to do it with 2 pistols.
Vega should be feeling good about this one. Big chance in their favor here. They've got all of the grenades, so could just try and play for time and hope that CompLexity run out of it. We've seen some pretty close rounds in this game so far, where both T sides have really cut it close. Setting up for a couple of grenades here.
If they execute on this A bomb site and just smoke off left side, they have kind of a big avenue. Really taking advantage of the speed of
this position for Chopper can be so incredible. They've got one Molotov left. JR getting caught. That's a really big opening now. Crush on the bomb site. 3 minute waiting. Through. And this feels like overtime now. 1-on-4 left. There's more overtime coming in. 15-15 as we get to the end of Inferno.
That bloody pistol round.
Yeah, they would have won the game, I think, a couple of rounds ago if they could have got that.
I think a lot of the problem has to do, this T side is just so telegraphed. It has just been so telegraphed the whole way through. The amount of times that Complexity has had to deal with a 3 or a 4-man stack at a bomb site, whether it's cheating to the third player over to B, whether it's cheating the fourth player over to A. Vega knows exactly what's happening at all times, and it just feels like Complexity just a little bit slow on when they decide to go. They throw all the nades, they spend a lot of time kind of preparing and setting up, and then you run into the brick wall because you've taken 5 seconds, 10, 6 seconds before you actually move off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, avoiding predictability is a really, really hard thing to accomplish in Counter-Strike. I mean, think about how many in-game leaders, even people who have done it for years, still end up falling into certain rhythms and they get red, and it's just so hard to keep yourself fresh in that sense. But definitely, great position. Now pushed up, instantly shutting down Android. The timing. He just walked down the stairs.
Not sure why Android's jumping around that corner. Stanislaw. There's a few kill. I equally don't know why Chopper's bailing out and not being called. I don't think eventually. Maybe it's because they just haven't seen 2 people in halls this whole time. Usually it's been Stanislaw or Android just lurking it out. Usually not a whole lot of aggression from that area.
Curious start.
Yeah. Now, again, Complexity, if they pick up the pace, they have a window of opportunity here at the B bomb site. And Vega is very active on this side of the map to find out what's going on. Yeah, Stanislaw has to call it now. He knows the pop flash bit. He knows they're going to clear it. They need to be going. Waiting for the smoke to plume. Molotov as well. Force JR out.
And Ye will shut him down. That's definitely a big kill. No chance for the AWP. Smoke will go down, and everything's being covered at the moment. Very hard retake here. From the still lingering around the island.
Preserve the economy. Don't want to get to that 3rd round and not have the money to fight for it. Complexity. There we go. A little bit faster pace when they decide to go. The information they gather at top mid when the pop flash clear comes out from Vega. They know exactly what to do. Gonna get the first advantage here in OT.
I really feel like that B bomb side's probably better for Complexity than the A side is so far.
It really is. They haven't had any issues attacking JR there with the AWP. He hasn't been too effective, whether it's because they're just killing him immediately, making him feel uncomfortable, or just a couple rounds of just some straight up missed shots. But
winning the first round of overtime, the score they have to get to now is 19. For anyone who's new to the game, it's always can be a bit confusing, these overtimes, but don't panic.
Stay calm.
Yeah.
Up on Shazam still, and they're going to rebuy one on JR. It's dropped over, I think. Look at Chopper and Hutchie, though. That is 350, 550 on those guys. They're going to be hurting if they can't win this round. Complexity with a chance. 3-man stack to the bomb site for this defense to establish control. They're not fighting too much for it, actually. They're just getting JR perched up at an off angle. Equally, no one from Complexity is challenging whatsoever.
There's so many fun mind games you can play when you have 3 people there. Because if you lose one and they rush because they think they've got 1 out of 2, then that can really backfire. It's going to be 2 at the end of it, with Crush having moved all the way back through the library and is now at the A side. Let's see what they do here.
They've never beat this setup, Complexity. Double pit.
Oh, no, they haven't, but this time gets taken down, and Stanislaw to drop Crush over at Archway. This is great. Vega now has so much trouble here. Overtime is what they needed, apparently, Moses.
Yeah, well, I mean, now their timing is a little bit different. You can see them attacking the bomb sites before the 1 minute mark, and very convincing. And Vega's spent an entire half waiting until about 30, 40 seconds left in the round before they've even seen anyone. This has got to be tough, and I think if you're Complexity, send everyone on the hunt. You have all the money in the world. Take these weapons away. Cripple them as much as possible. And they're being very passive for the moment. Stanislaw, the only one, the most experienced, him and Shazam. He's going to go for, these are actually pretty big kills. If Stanislaw can find these, it would be huge. He jumps up, hasn't spotted anyone yet. He should just wait for his teammate who's coming. Wait to see if anyone's going to peek out. And couldn't get the second, but was so very close. Even that 1 M4 is huge.
He jumped right in his face, didn't he?
I'm not sure what Chopper's doing there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Down the stretch here, pressure's on, players start making mistakes, but he's out in the open, exposed to like 3 different angles.
Yeah. It'd be interesting. I mean, CompLexity seem like getting to overtime, even though they probably should have been frustrated because they were the ones winning and they sort of they had to go into overtime, but they actually seem like they've been reinvigorated by doing that. They seem way more fresh now than they did at the end of regulation, so something's been going on. Maybe one of those pep talks. Maybe Rambo finally brought out the whip and just decided now.
Rambo took his shot. That's unfortunate. JR just not having a lot of fun in this game so far with the B-bomb site. Tony Black has got to fall away. Another great opening kill, but Ye down to 4 HP, not doing well. Oh, when he gets the follow-up, Def gets picked off.
I feel like you can even tell on the scoreboard that it's Tony Black and JR that have been playing here at B just because of how many kills they have. They've really been beaten up quite a bit. 17 to 15. CompLexity need 2 more rounds. This is their last one in the first half of overtime. And they're going to go play the CT side, which has been great for both teams. Ye on 4 health. And just going to set up for the smoke over towards the library.
Again, they're reading it. Crush is coming over. Vega was actually going to pitch this. Find the information. Molotov's out. No one can peek anything until that flame inside the smoke. Shazam turns the corner anyways. Crush with a double kill. Have to clear out Hutchie. He ruined him in this position before. They need to check this, but they've had to deal with Pitts so much they're being cautious. He's not fooled. Oh my lord. Follows it up and it's a 2-on-1.
What an absolute lunatic Shazam. Actually walked through the fire to get that first kill. That follow-up headshot, the last one of the triple here, looked amazing. Now the bomb is down as well, and Tony Black, he's trying to get one shot to Sam up at the high ground, and that's a quad kill. The replay of this is going to look incredible. Just look at the risk that he takes on the first kill. That is really well done. 18 to 15, but yeah.
Ooh, he didn't even realize about the first kill. That's unreal. Crush gets a double, doesn't even know it. That follow-up shot. Unbelievable stuff. And you know it's funny, Anders? They almost even messed up that 2-on-1, not with the crossfire. One peeks before the other's even ready.
Yeah, a little bit scary. 18-15. 3 map points right now for CompLexity. 1 single round away from making it into the Legends stage.
Those are the 3 best offensive rounds we've seen CompLexity do this entire game.
Yes. They saved them for overtime, Moses. You know, that's thinking really far ahead.
Bold strategy.
It is a bold strategy. We don't really recommend it. Personally, just finish the game if you can.
Molotov's out. He's been dealing with this fight for a long time.
Yeah, one of those rounds, remember, he got completely grenaded and picked apart. This time it looks like they're going to give him a bit of space to work with, and they will just hold back instead.
They're going to have mercy.
He's just hoping, but you never know.
4 players for Vega working their way up the B-bomb site. Pretty typical. Molotov's not giving away anything. And now falling back. You've got Shazam on Rap side. They've got 4 smokes. Certainly one will be to neutralize and isolate him, make him rotate back in. No one from CompLexity playing inside the pit. This is just a 3-man hold.
And this kind of off angle, they're going to smoke it off anyway, but it's great you can pick someone off, but you can be slightly exposed if they actually just go for it, so got to be careful with that. Deep grenade around the corner, just nearly getting picked off there, going to flash out once. They're so ready, but it doesn't matter. He gets the kill on my now. 35 seconds. Vega are coming as well. Trying to see if they can make it out. Tony Black has gone down now. 5-1-3. CompLexity almost done it. Story win for this. They're trying to see if doing more. Shazam dropping the bomb in 20 seconds. They have to go back and pick it up, and now Stanislav in the library. A missed shot once. He had to hit that one. And now Stanislav everything. Chopper can't get back around. Now 10 seconds. JR with the AWP. He's going to have pretty much one shot at doing this. He has to keep planting it. He can't come off it now. And he's stuck behind the pillar looking for the kill. He has to keep them alive here instead. On in, and he gets the kill. 19-15. CompLexity now a legend stage. Absolutely well done.
That is such an impressive victory because they really had to fight for it and struggle through some mistakes. CompLexity clawing themselves in. A brilliant comeback in that first half. They were so dominant. 11 straight. Even though they screw up the pistol, getting into overtime, that's the CompLexity that we want to see moving forward.
I think it was quarters.